All right, I'm back. We got Stone Xocoveca, and this is Tres Leches version. An Imperial Stout inspired by Mexican hot chocolate and Tres Leches. So we got Stout brewed with chocolate, coffee, pasilla peppers, vanilla, cinnamon, nutmeg, rice, and oats. And then it says age at cellar temperature 55 degrees Fahrenheit or below. So I'll give you a nice look at that can there. Kind of got the ancient, I don't know if it's Aztec, Mayan, whatever it is, but kind of artwork there. Let's see what it says. Inspired by Mexican hot chocolate and Tres Leches, 2 Latin American inspired treats meet in this silky smooth, luscious creation. Stone Xocoveca started out as a coffee and spice-laced tribute to a Oaxacan hot chocolate. And this year our brewers took it to the next level by taking traditional confection of Tres Leches as an additional influence. 2 different inspirations plus 3 leches equal a treat for all 5 senses. This is 2 plus 3 is a one-time variation on our beloved holiday release. So indulge while you can. We certainly won't judge. So there's all of that right there. Let's crack it and get into it. And look, their can has their symbol, that little gargoyle or whatever, their stone symbol. That's kind of cool. Don't see that very often. All right, I have the tulip or snifter here. Go ahead and give this a nice vigorous pour. It's definitely dark. I wouldn't call it like jet black or anything like that. I could kind of see the brown caramelish color as I was pouring it out. Here's a good look at it there. Definitely dark though. Has a nice tan colored head. And you definitely get kind of like that Mexican hot chocolate Tres Leches on the nose. It's definitely there. That's really good. It's only 8%. Only. It's only 8%, but it does have some pretty good flavor to it. It's not like super dense or doesn't have the most viscosity, but it does have some pretty bold flavors, and it's really enjoyable. I think they pretty much hit the nail on the head on that one. All right, let's continue. Hashtag Pillars of Funk Week, put on by Marion the Barbarian, and this one is gonna be maybe controversial, but I want to add the scent note Mousse de Saxe to the Pillars of Funk. I am putting forth a submission to IMCDB since he started the Pillars of Funk. I think Mousse de Saxe should be a pillar of funk, and maybe I could get a few votes who side with me. But Mousse de Saxe is one of the main notes here in the Full Measure of Man from Barrister Mann. A wonderful scent, in my opinion. Probably still, I think this came out in January of this year, and I think this is still one of the best scents of the year, if not the best scent this year, just being honest. It's in the Excelsior base. I'll give you a look at it right there. Kind of got that nice brownish color. I do have it whipped up already in my Thirsty Badger shave bowl. Get a good look at it there. There's the Thirsty Badger bowl. Whoop. There we go. It's upside down, but you get the gist. I'm also using my Lancaster Razorworks Conquest brush right here with the V1 Badger knot on top. Beautiful, beautiful brush. Let's go ahead and get some of this warm water today on the face. So I have reviewed Barrister Mann's Full Measure of Man already. But for the sake of this video, it's in his Excelsior base, which is a tallow base. 4 ounces, $18. Barrister Mann, of course, has the new soap base, the Omnibus soap base. So moving forward, it will be in a different soap base. But this one is no slouch. It is a excellent soap base. I made a killer lather today, and I have no worries whatsoever that it's gonna get the job done for me. Absolutely dense, creamy, luxurious, and this fragrance is bold and banging and absolutely EDP worthy. And up to this point, there hasn't been an EDP released, and so we are very much looking forward to that happening. Hopefully this holiday season, or at least in the near future, because this is absolutely deserving of its own EDP. Anyhow, the scent on this one, notes of cured tobacco, sandalwood, mousse de Saxe, citrus, vanilla, resins, myrrh, and geranium. And it is quite the rich, velvety, warm scent. It kind of it embodies the kind of wood-fired work study. Can you get the fuck out of here? Do you see that fly just try to get in on my shine? Yeah, it has that kind of old man sitting in a leather armchair right in front of a fire burning in his study. You could just imagine and embody the rich aromas in the sky. Maybe he has his cigar burning as well. This stuff is fucking fantastic. Now, gonna be using my Schick Injector today. This right here looks like we got a Schick Proline B20 loaded up. And I wanted to submit Mousse de Saxe to the Pillars of Funk because it's been used by Barrister Mann, and I think 4 or 5 releases at this point. And whereas I've tried almost all of them, the undeniable quality that Mousse de Saxe brings to a fragrance, it's like this rich, almost inky, fucking dusty leather. And what it brings to fragrances is just this dark warmth, and I absolutely love it. I think it is deserving of a place in the Pillars of Funk. If you've tried this scent, the Full Measure of Man, I think you'll agree that this here could definitely be added to the Pillars of Funk. It's definitely not one for the fresh boys. It's bold, banging, warm, rich, but it has that something that you might not be able to put your finger on, and that's definitely the Mousse de Saxe. It's just that little something that, your nose might be wondering, what the hell is that? That is the Mousse de Saxe. It is fucking phenomenal, in my opinion. And I think the Funk Boys need this one. Mousse de Saxe is here for the Funk Boys, I think. It's also in fragrant, or in the sets La Vanille. It's also in the set Vespers, which Vespers being the best scent and wet shaving, the GOAT. That one, it kind of, it's marketed as a holiday release, but it's so much more than just a holiday fragrance. And it's weird because it definitely nails the kind of small German market during Christmas time. It nails that. But the utilization of Mousse de Saxe in that one, it seems to give every scent he uses it this sort of complex richness. And it is hard to describe, Will doesn't come right out and say, his accord that he has for Mousse de Saxe, but he does use little descriptors, and if you piece it together, you kind of get the feel for it. And then if you've tried many of these different fragrances, Baudelaire is another one. They all have this quality, and when you start smelling them, you can kind of pick out the Mousse de Saxe. And it's, to me, Mousse de Saxe is fucking incredible, but I think it's deserving of being one of the pillars of funk. Oud, patchouli, musk, and I think Mousse de Saxe deserves to be in there. And so let me know if you understand where I'm coming from. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I know these fragrances that I'm mentioning might be some of the best fragrances in wet shaving. But that doesn't mean that Mousse de Saxe individually can't be recognized as a pillar of funk, in my opinion. Alright, let us get back to the shave. That was me. That was my my campaign for Mousse de Saxe to be a pillar of funk. Agree or disagree, that is okay. But I absolutely love Mousse de Saxe. It has become probably one of my favorite scent notes. The way that Barrister Mann utilizes it is just fucking phenomenal. All those scents that I mentioned are bangers in my opinion. And I credit most of that to the Mousse de Saxe because I think it's prominent in all of them. Alright. Absolutely no problems with the Excelsior base, as expected. It's got all the slickness and density, that luxurious density. Scoop some more from the bottom. Very nice. Wonder what happened there. Something scraped those little lines of soap down. Alright, let's grab another sip. So good. Against the grain. I just had a lazy day today, more or less. Lazy Sunday. I watched IMCDB do a YouTube live, and then shortly after I watched Latherhog do a YouTube live as well. Did some cleaning up around the house. uploaded a shave video earlier, and then I kind of just relaxed. Threw the TV on, watched a little football, took a nap. I just kind of had a lazy day for the evening portion anyways. That was kind of nice because I've been going with hunting and work at the post office ramping up. And so it was just kind of nice to just not go out and do anything. Just stay home and relax. We're getting a very enjoyable Schick Injector shave today, as per usual. Schick Injectors, you already know the spiel. And I'm pretty happy to announce I've had a few people get in my DMs and message me and show interest in Schick Injectors, and I'm happy to be your Schick Injector guide. I've done it for a few different people now, and seeing them get their injectors in the mail and seeing their excitement and then ultimately their enjoyment when they finally run it through its paces and get to see what it's all about. And I've been pretty happy to see that from a few of these fellas. I don't know if they want me to mention them or not, but it's been fun for me doing a little eBay and Etsy hunting, sending them the links, telling them kind of the qualities and if there's any rarity or specialty to the one that they like or the one that they want. It's kind of fun. Alright. There we go. Alright. Let's rinse this off. Get into the post-shave. I wish the post-shave would be concluded with a matching EDP, but sadly, not yet. I would have wore Full Measure of Man all fall and winter if I had it. But instead, I've been using a whole lot of Vespers and a bunch of other great fragrances. Alright. Man. That is just slick. Plenty of residual slickness. Like, plenty of residual slickness. But it also feels silky smooth. Did a good job today. Alright, we're going Lancaster Purple. Excellent shave as expected. Hope everybody has or had a good weekend and has a good upcoming week. We are closing in on Christmas, so I hope everybody got their friends and family taken care of, or at least they have a plan in action to get them taken care of, and I hope you got a little something for yourself too. Alright. Get the rest of that lather out of the beard off camera. Before we wrap it up, let's use the matching aftershave splash. Give it a nice shake. I'll give you a little Sneak peek at the ingredients there. Of course, Barrister Mann has a nice industry standard restrictor. Get a nice little splash of that there. Smear some on the cheeks. Smear some on the neck. Oh, yes. Very nice. Oh, it's so fucking... It's so rich and like velvety and deep complexity. That tobacco and Mousse de Saxe. What a fucking fragrance. Alright. Enough of that. That was a fragasm. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Hope you had a good weekend, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.